After traveling the remainder in haste and silent strides, they found their way inside the residence of Admiral Grax. It was as they closed the door. "Gulu, that was so very well done. Bravo, my dear," Grax exclaimed. Inhosa was grinning, and he looked to the reflection by the far wall. Tret lingered by the fireplace. Grax moved to speak. "Tret, you managed. We thought you dead. What happened?"
"I am glad to see you all survived. I was beginning to worry,"
Tret said. "We almost not, save for Gulu. Her ingenious maneuvers and apparitions flow," Inhosa said. "Tenhut came upon us in Ilkopar," Grax said. "But she didn't." He looked at her. Tret looked back at them and smiled, before returning to the fireplace. Gulu stepped forward.
"I am sorry,"
she said. "No, the fault is mine," Inhosa said, moving beside Tret. They all made their way into the living area. "I should have known."
"How could you have known?"
Tret said.
"Tenhut left the city, made return in secret. This is his doing, his trickery. Think nothing of it."
"My heart is with your friends,"
Gulu said.
"All my friends are here,"
Tret said, eyes darting to his side toward Gulu, yet seeing no one, head still trained upon fire. "What happened, Tret?" Grax said. All chose for seating, but Tret remained in standing. In the hours beforehand, moments of battle and bloodshed.
When Mumius instructed me to assist Ashen Beln, I arrived upon the field.
Tret looked up, Ashen Beln having just pulled back from the curtain. Identifying two green lights, Tret ran to catch side with the champion, who stumbled back in paces of retreat.
"That's Tenhut. What in the likes is he doing here?"
"I don't know, brother, but we shall face him together tonight, under Sensenheit's witness."
"We will not survive this. It is over. We must retreat.
"Get a hold of yourself."
We are not prepared for this."
Ashen Beln held his gaze. "It's all in now, friend." They shared a moment of silence, Tret nodding, accepting conditions of heroicism and duty.
"The gods shall take note of our efforts,"
he said. Tenhut emerged from the carriage, the white drapes falling around and behind his image as he exited through the entry, rising to full height. They walked up to him from either side, readying their swords.
"The ferocious Ashenbound. What an honor it is to confront you again. It's been some time since I've defeated you last. But make no mistake about it,"
Tenhut said, holding his hand over his shoulder.
"this effect shall be permanent."
And an automatic clamp unfolded and delivered his staff of power. Placing it in his grip, he held it to his side as it extended.
"Then no attention,"
Tret said.
"We'll manage."
"This is it, Commandant. Either we prevail, or your desecration becomes a curse upon the world." Tenhut laughed, but it was more of an utterance that frightened the listener, rather than equate to the volume of his lifted spirits.
"Truly, you must see the grave error you have made now,"
Tenhut said, and both men charged, a full force simultaneously upon Tenhut's left and right guard. With fluid grace and powerful collisions, Tenhut deflected each blow from either end of his stave. The assault was constant, as each man went high and low from their respective ends, maneuvering center and farther to the rear. Yet the Lord Commander evaded and deflected every delivered strike. Tret and Ashen Beln felt their force of assault become more in tune with blocking and parry, as two steel arms, once the oppressor, flailing in significant motions with intent to break guard, quickly became a dance of surviving a terrific onslaught.
"Sensenheit's paradise, get behind him!"
Ashen Beln commanded. Tret went to maneuver farther along Tenhut's flank, but the staff moved quick, disorienting Ashen Beln, who stood dazed from the impact directly to his jaw. In the same motion of the body, Tenhut moved the palm of his hand, delivering a powerful hit to Tret's ribs, bringing his staff around in equal moments, knocking Tret unconscious, who flew back many feet now motionless in the dirt.
"But it was before I lost lucidity completely. I saw the Lord Commander,"
Tret said, gazing into the fire. Tenhut maneuvered quickly, kicking Ashenbelm to his knees, sweeping the staff up and around, juxtaposing lateral, the spear went through, passing through forehead, steel helmet, and out the other end. Tret fell to a still slumber as Tenhut glanced at him, visors falling over his eyes. He turned to march deeper into the raging battle, toward the direction of its captain.
Do you believe the Pharaoh is present?
Grax said.
I do not think it's so. It was a trap from the beginning. Tenhut played us well.
Tret replied. This is a great loss, this night. We are down to all present, save the others. We will either develop a way to retake our nation, lest we be faced with Sensenheit's paradise, entering last of our kin, Inhosa said. Grax nodded, concern and consolation echoed in his eyes. One by one, he looked at each of them. In any event, we will not speak of this night again.
This night again, this night again, this night again.